Alright, so here I am, 8th of April. Got a couple of nice days of weather ahead of me today and tomorrow anyway, and then the weather comes in hot and heavy for a while, I think, a few days, so this might be my last chance in this area anyway. So the plan is as you can see, I've blown up the Packraft, got my rifle, my roaring horn, and just going to drift down the river now. Camp up, find a nice camp for the night, and give it a crack. Just get away from the people, get a little bit further, and try and explore some new country. So I'm looking forward to this leg of it. Worked up a bit of a sweat this morning just getting the Packraft here, getting it all blown up and things, but ready to go. So the river's pretty low at the moment, so it should be pretty easy going. Any rapids that I'm unsure of, I'll just pull the raft out and walk around them and carry on. I've been down here before, so really looking forward to it, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Shit, a brick. I don't know if I had the GoPro on then, but I was just drifting down the river here. I'm only 5 minutes down, and I've just been letting out roars as I've been drifting through this real nice calm stuff. It's beautiful, man. And I heard a roar from this side of the bank, and I thought shit, so I paddled over here real quick. Just luckily enough, there's a nice little beach. I beached up, and he was right there, just on the other side of the bank here. He would have been 40 meters away or something. So I crawled up to this little sandy bank, still in my bloody yellow life vest. I didn't have time, grabbed my gun, jumped up on the wee ledge there, let out a and he bloody well came in. It's a shame I didn't have enough time to put the GoPro on the scope this time. Anyway, it's a really nice 8-pointer. Bit of weight and a bit of length. He just dropped over here. Holy hell. I guess this is going to work quite well. So I'm only 5 minutes into my 2-day trip. I can actually hear another one out the back here too. So it might be one of those days. Anyway, go and sort this guy out. It looks like I just absolutely fluked that guy, or just chanced him. He just beautiful bit of open bush here, and there's actually a really big swamp out the back. Haven't seen any of his hinds or anything, but he's just been lying here. There's just a sandy pad down here, so he's only 20 meters from the river. And I was just drifting past and let out a roar, and he moaned back straight away and paddled across and into it. So that was a stroke of luck. It's a shame I didn't have the GoPro on the scope there, but it all happened a little bit too quickly. Anyway, I've still got yeah, a couple of days to go. So there's a sandy pad just down there. You can smell him really thick, but he's just been lying down here. Yeah. Oh well, I better deal to this guy and chuck him on the Packraft and carry on to find a campsite. Oh, there he goes. Even though it's not a super big head, it's quite an old animal. It's bloody big. Coronets are hard down. It's got quite big bases. It's got a bit of a basal snag here as well. You can see there's a bit hard to see there. Bit of a basal snag, and there's a bit of weight to him. He might be past his prime, I don't know, but yeah, certainly pretty wrapped. I guess this is the way to do it. Righto, so I've just pulled up at a nice little spot here. On the topo there's a creek that runs up here, and it's a little bit open in places. Anyway, it's just a beautiful spot, and I don't want to rush down, so I thought I'd pull over and have a quick bite to eat, and then just go for a walk up the side of the creek there with my rifle and camera, and just see what happens. So hopefully I get onto some action. I want to focus on the camera now that I've already got some antler. It'd be quite nice to get something on film. But if it's a stonker, I'll be taking another shot. So anyway, have my mandarin, and then we'll go for a bit of a walk and see how it's what it looks up there. Oh well, here we go. So yeah, got myself into the spot that I wanted to. Yeah, I've drifted way down river now, and there's a really nice creek up here, and beautiful, just a couple of little grassy clearings, but perfect for a campsite. So really happy. Not even a lot of sandflies, to be honest, not as much as Fiordland can throw at you. But so I've just got the coffee on, I'm just about to have a brew, and I'm going to chill out for an hour or two because it's only about lunchtime. So I've got heaps of time, then I'm going to go for a good hunt around the flats here, see what I can see. But obviously I've had a really good morning. Yeah, no, absolutely stoked. So about 5 minutes down the river, just on the side of a big swamp, roaring away, and as I drifted down and just picked up a moan from this guy right on the side of the riverbank. So luckily there was a nice little sandy beach right where he was, so I just beached up and I grabbed my stuff and I peered myself over the brow there, as you'll see in the video, and gave him a wee moan, and in he came. It all happened so quickly I couldn't actually get the GoPro on the rifle. He was just into it, so I just lined him up and let him have it, and yeah. It might just be an 8, but it's an old animal. The coronets are hard on the skull. He's got nice big thick bases and nice thick, yeah, real good weight to him. Yeah, bit of character. A nice basil snag there as well, just to add a bit of character. It was a really big animal, so he's obviously been living in there for years. Yeah, so I'm absolutely wrapped, and I've still got evening hunt tonight and a morning hunt tomorrow, and then I'll pack up and time to go home. So got the bushbuck team coming down in a few days, so better get ready for them. But the billy's just starting to boil there now, so I'm going to get into my coffee and just relax and enjoy a bit of lunch, and yeah, bloody ripper. Right, so just had a nice little bit of lunch. Suppose I better give you a tour of my little camp. First of all, this is the view from the just outside campsite. So yeah, she's looking pretty good. Then just a little corridor here. Walk through. I'm not a big fan of camping in the sun because you're having an afternoon kit, you get bloody hot. But there she goes, the Bushbuck Solo 8000. Great little setup, perfect little clearing for it. All my gear spread out all over the world. And inside here, the nest. Nice. Yeah, bed, sleeping bag, everything cozy as, so that's going to be me. Might even crawl in there, have a wee hour nap or something. Yeah, she's still pretty early and it's hot as, and there's actually a helicopter flying over every bloody 15 minutes. They must be doing a bit of work of one of the huts down the river. So yeah, that might be spooking everything out, but there's no point me bashing through this bush here and spooking or scenting the area out. I might as well wait until 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon. Just had a quick half-hour kip in the tent and watched a couple of episodes of Meat Eater. Yeah, so that was good. Bit of chill time, but yeah, I'm getting a bit sick of sitting around. I'm quite keen to get out and go for a walk and just an explore. Yep, she's still pretty warm, of course, and it's the middle of the day, but got to get out and have a look. Never actually hunted this area before. I have been here though, and there's a swampy clearing just over here with a wallow on it, so I'm going to go and check that out. Start with that. The wind's kind of swirling here a little bit. Can you believe that? This cheeky bugger snuck up on me. Never made a noise. Yeah. Well, seriously, I'm about 10-15 meters from my camp, 10-15 minutes from my camp. It's got camped down at the base of the creek down here where it meets the river, and I went and checked out that wallow that I knew of, and it'd been used but not like super recently. Anyway, and I was just really quietly creeping through this beautiful open bush here. It mightn't look it on the camera, but there's pockets of really open, and then it closes off with a bit of crown fern and tight stuff. But I was just creeping my way through here and letting out the odd roar, and you know, it's 1 o'clock and it's hot as hell. I didn't actually expect to get onto anything, or maybe spook a few hinds or see a young animal. Yeah, and I was just following a game trail through here, and then I just heard this animal crash off beside me, and I thought, oh shit. But probably just a hind or two, you know, that happens quite often when you're out hunting. But anyway, I was pretty quick to grab out the horn, and I let out a couple of big throaty roars. And then this guy here, I could hear him creeping around me. Hear a few twigs breaking, so he didn't run off very far. Let out a couple more roars, and then he slowly saw his antlers through the bush, and he started circling his way back towards me. I'm pretty sure I had the camera on, but probably didn't pick much up. But I had my crosshairs on him as he walked through the tight stuff, and then he sort of came out into a bit of an opening, and I could see that he was quite a nice animal. Got a clear shot at his neck, let one off, and he ran off. And I thought, oh shit, that's the end of it. So I took chase. You see that on the camera. I boosted after him, because once they fall over and stop kicking, you spend hours looking for the bloody things. And I ran to where I thought he was, and I heard a bit of a crash in some crown fern over here, and that must have been where he fell, which is here, and snuck over there, and sure enough, here he is. Oh well, so as you can see, had a bloody good day out on the water. Day 1 of 2, and managed to get onto 2 really nice animals. Yeah, so first one obviously about 10 minutes down the river, roared him up right on the river bank, just on the edge of a swamp. So that was mint. Couldn't get any footage of him, but this afternoon's walk, I've been sort of walking around for about 4 hours now, just exploring the country, and didn't hear a single roar, but this guy here snuck in on me. So, and then he ran off, and I let out a little moan, and he came back. So I managed to get a second chance, which is pretty rare. And then spent 3 hours just exploring the country, bumped into a few more animals, but no roars or anything. But anyway, bloody good day on the water. I think packrafting into some of these areas that most people don't get to is a bloody good idea. Heaps of animals, heaps of sign, massive wallows, rubbings. So hopefully I hear a few roars during the night and get on to some roaring stags tomorrow. well there we go, that's my morning hunt out of the way. Yeah, it was nice walk through the bush, some quite open stuff, lots of tight stuff, quite swampy through there, so it was pretty tough going. And it's quite hard to get away from the noise of the creek. You sort of head over and you get onto creek after creek, but never heard any roars, but that's fine. I've had a bloody good trip. Got a couple of nice trophies here. Nice night away, drifting down the river yesterday. Beautiful weather, so I'm going to pack up now. I've got to get across the river, find the track, and then I've got a few hours to get back to my car there, so I'll get all packed up. It's time to go home. Weather's coming in tonight anyway, and yeah, it's been a bloody good trip, so thanks for watching. Yeah, once again guys, if you enjoy watching these videos, and you wouldn't mind chucking a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe so you don't miss out on future hunting adventures, yeah, it'd be much appreciated.